Tamo, can you listen to the book? Us, Karangana Sasina Harago.
Can you know Shibo? Kajapu Nashiba?
Hima. Go with Kibix and Captosina, Narado Pasna Hani Dudi.
I have sunk a stove. I got not the Haxanka stove the way when he dug up a cake and I got poison.
Tamo, Narak drink dinner, Isana and six low on a patro. Captopon a patabraba.
Hoyare, section Manandum Capro, a capo.
Us, Congreda.
First headlines. Large number of buffaloes died due to an unknown illness. One man injured between the clashes due to the clashes between the intending candidates' workers. And India logs 14,313 fresh infections in the last 24 hours. Hello and good afternoon. You're watching the 12:30 p.m. English News Bulletin. I'm SANATOMBI with the key highlights of the day. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly, and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play a part in the fight against COVID-19. Now, ahead of the news, we have a special announcement to make, that is for ELITETV News channel. Contact to the email address info@elitevn.in or contact to the phone number 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page, Instagram or Twitter for more information about the channel. And now the news in detail. An unexplained illness occurred at Tasom village, Chingai block near Indo-Myanmar border, resulting in the death of a large number of buffaloes in the village as per news source community concerns. The unknown cause of the buffalo state panicked the villagers as the domestic animal played a vital role in their livelihood. The villagers appealed to the Manipur government and the concerned department to perform a survey on the said regard and to provide aid to the villagers from the government schemes. The shootout that took place yesterday between the workers of the intending candidate at Yairipok Nungai Pokpi resulted in the injury of 133-year-old Lokrakpam Jayanta, who was later admitted to Jenims Hospital. The incident took place at around 11 a.m. when the workers of Yairipok Yambim intending candidate Sanjoy clashed with the workers of former MLA Thongnawjam Syam Kumar. Meanwhile, Sarung Bambimol, a worker of ex-MLA Syam Kumar, spoke with the media that a meeting was planned at his residence. However, a group of people stormed in and warned him with death threats if they continue holding meetings in the future. He revealed the group was led by the father of the intending candidate Sanjoy of Yairipok Yambim, El Syamjai, his grandfather, El Tomba, and brother El Ranjit. He added the group were armed with knives and spears and shouted "Go back Syam Kumar" at them. All Community Development Organization Moreh Ecodome observed its 13th Foundation Day held at its Moreh office, and the event was attended by the President of Ecodome, D.H. Buddha Meitei, General Secretary of Nupi Kunai Jaukat Lamjinglup, Leisang Temtamem, and Advisor of Ecodome, R.K. Sanayaima. Ecodome stated that the loop represents people from all communities and religions, and the organization was instituted with a belief that everyone is equal and there is no discrimination among humans. The Vice President of IPSA, Kurai Jamathoba, informed of the meeting that took place on October 6 between Union Minister of Donor or Tourism G. Kishan Reddy and representation of the collective civil society organizations comprising of 8 organizations of Manipur State, namely IPSA, Akomluv, Pandam Ipag CLK, Kanglamai, KIL and KSA, and a subsequent meeting held the following day at the Delhi office of R.K. Ranjan, Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education. He revealed there were important issues discussed on the ongoing Indo-Myanmar boundary dispute and also the HAC proposed ADC Bill 2021 with the ministries. The disclosure was made to the press during an event held at the IPSA office. He further added during conversation with the Union Minister of State R.K. Ranjan, the organizations urged him to find a resolution to the long-standing Indo-Myanmar boundary issue and to implement a policy that protects the boundary of the country. He said the minister assured them there will be an inspecting team of officials to be dispatched soon to oversee the matter. R.K. Ranjan also informed them there will be meetings with the UCM and other stakeholders and will jointly work together with them to find a way to settle the border issue. India saw the lowest daily rise in COVID-19 cases since early March as 14,313 fresh infections were logged in the last 24 hours. 181 coronavirus patients died since yesterday, shows the government data. Nearly 95.89 crore vaccine doses have been given in India so far. The government aims to fully vaccinate 108 crore people by the end of this year. Most states are trying to speed up vaccination drive. The latest recovery rate, according to the official data, is 98.04%, the highest since March 2020. Kerala is still recording the highest number of cases in the country. 6,996 cases were logged in the last 24 hours. The Indian rupee depreciated 6 paise to 75.42 against the US dollar in opening trade on Tuesday, weighed down by the strengthening of the greenback in the overseas market and firm crude oil prices. At the interbank foreign exchange, the rupee opened on a weak note at 75.41, then fell further to 75.42, registering a decline of 6 paise from the last close. In initial deals, the rupee also touched a high of 75.32 against the American currency. On Monday, the rupee slid by 37 paise to close at a 15-month low of 75.36 against the US dollar. Meanwhile, the dollar index, which gauges the greenback strength against a basket of 6 currencies, rose 0.03% to 94.34. Global oil benchmark Brent crude futures declined to 0.06% to $83.60 per barrel. Moreover, foreign institutional investors were net sellers in the capital market on Monday as they offloaded shares worth rupees 1,303.22 crore as per exchange data. On the domestic equity market front, the 30-share Sensex was trading 37.91 points or 0.06% higher at 60,173.69, while the broader NSE Nifty was trading 12.80 points or 0.07% higher at 17,958.75. It's time for a short commercial break. Do stay tuned for more updates.
Manipur han bo ina maicho service na pangthok sagadoriba masterclass on market profile and order flow with risk management technique haiba topic asida Bell TPO team India ka khutsam naduna beginners amadi experienced trader gi damakta one-on-one interactive session ama pangthok sagadori haiba session asida speaker oina Subhas Sanabam Bell TPO gi co-trader amadi Binod Belamkonda su saruk yagadori haiba session asigi registration fee subna tagi lupa lising mga kaktani pangthok sagadoriba numit na October gi tarik 13 amadi 13 mafam na Classic Hotel North AOC Akupa Marol Gidamakta 70053-25578 amadi 93621-52051 da Pau Pawiraknaba Nixingzeri.
Rohan Film, cyclist and philanthropist na Cycling for Humanity campaign gi makada kunai asigi sotharaba kanglup singbu tengbang duna lakli. Rating E right na paikhat chariba one household one e-scooter campaign asidasu hena mapungfa na ba mating pangminers
Manipur gumba ꯄꯤꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯦꯠ ꯑꯁꯤꯗꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯆꯠꯊꯣꯛ ꯆꯠꯁꯤꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯖꯒꯥꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤ ꯈꯨꯠꯅ ꯂꯥꯝꯕ ꯐꯪꯕ ꯖꯒꯥꯗ ꯉꯥꯛꯇ ꯑꯣꯏ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯂꯩꯖꯔꯦ environmental friendly ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯣꯝꯒꯤ ꯄꯔꯐꯦꯛ ꯄꯥꯔꯠꯅꯔ e-scooter One household, one e-scooter. ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯀꯦꯝꯄꯦꯟ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯁꯔꯨꯛ ꯌꯥꯃꯤꯟꯅꯁꯤ.
For more queries, please visit our showroom at Sangai Pronintham Call, Moirang Patlau or Thobal Athokpam. And do visit our website arambai2020.com or arambai2020 app.
Welcome back for more updates. A Pakistani national has been arrested from East Delhi's Laxminagar area and arms and ammunition recovered from him, officials said on Tuesday. Mohammad Ashraf alias Ali, a resident of Pakistan's Punjab province, had obtained Indian identity cards through forged documents, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Special Cell Pramod Singh Kuswala said. He was living as an Indian national. At his instance, AK-47 and several other arms and ammunition have been recovered. Ashraf had been arrested under relevant provisions of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, Explosives Act and Arms Act, police said. On Monday, a loaded ferry was swept away by the strong currents of the mighty Brahmaputra after it experienced a mechanical glitch. The ferry reportedly experienced a motor failure after it collided with a bridge that was being constructed across the river. The passengers were in a state of panic after the ferry loaded with people, vehicles and other goods found itself being swept away across the two poles of the under-construction bridge. The incident took place on Monday evening at around 5:30 p.m. The ferry, which is called Bagvar, was reportedly headed towards North Guwahati when the incident took place. Adding to the fear was the realization that there were no rescue boats. Fortunately, the ferry was later rescued by another ferry called Ropex, which sailed towards the boat and saved the passengers' lives. The incident invited severe criticism from the general public for the government of Assam officials. As a result, a few officials responsible for overlooking the safety measures of the ferry were suspended. Additionally, the owner of the private ferry involved in the incident was also later arrested by the Assam police. Members of the Garo Students' Union GSU, along with villagers from Pilankata and Maikali, have demanded a proper inspection of state lines before demarcation. The people gathered on Monday to protest in Maikali and hold a rally towards Longkuli, urging Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Conrad K. Sangma, to come and inspect the area properly. Just a few days back, inspection was carried out by the Regional Committee of Assam and Meghalaya governments to resolve the border dispute. Sunmun Marak, advisor of GSU, Riboy, Rinkumoni Marak, women leader of the Garo Mahila, and others joined the villagers at a protest. The center on Tuesday said there was no power outage due to electricity shortage in Delhi. The power ministry said Delhi Discom supplied the required amount of power as per information received by them. The ministry also shared Delhi's power supply position during the last 2 weeks, saying the maximum demand of Delhi on Sunday was 4,536 megawatts. Samsung conglomerate leader J.Y. Lee will face a trial on Tuesday in Seoul for alleged unlawful use of a controlled substance. Lee is suspected of receiving propofol, a sedative used in anesthesia, outside of medical purposes at a clinic in Seoul. Lee's counsel has urged the drug's use was hospital treatment and not unlawful. Amazon will let its individual teams decide when the corporate employees will be back in office and for how many days the team members would be expected to work from office per week. CEO Andy Jassy has said the firm will allow employees up to 4 weeks of remote work per year from any location within the country of employment. Instagram is testing a feature to notify users of outages or technical issues directly in their activity feed. However, a notification will not be sent to users every time, but only when a firm determines a notification could make things clearer for confused users. The test will run in the US and go on for a few months. And now, before we close, we'll look at headlines once again. Large number of buffaloes died due to an unknown illness. One man injured in clashes between the workers of the intending candidates. And India logs 14,313 fresh infections in the last 24 hours. That's all with the news and updates for the moment. Thanks for watching ELITETV and do stay tuned for more updates.